Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to see the past paper question based on kinematics for year 10 and year 11 students. If you want me to make the video on any other topic, do let me know in the comment section. If you have not watched my previous video, please refer to the card on the top right of this video. Let's get started. Kinematics. I am looking for the past paper question. In this question, all the distances are in meters and all times are in seconds. This is our diagram. The diagram shows that the velocity time graph, this is velocity time graph of a particle traveling in a straight line. The particle travels a distance of 2750 meters in 120 seconds. There's a time from 0 to 120 seconds and he traveled a distance of 2750 meters. Find the velocity v of the particle when t is equal to 70. When time is equal to 70, I need to find out the velocity v. They gave us the total distance traveled. Total distance traveled is basically area under the graph. I am looking for this area which is going to give me the answer as 2750 meters. This area has been divided into three parts. One is rectangle, another one is trapezium, another one is triangle. I'm going to add all the areas and I'll keep it equal to 2750 meters and then I will find out the value for V. Let's do it here. For this rectangle, the length is 30 and the width is 10. For this trapezium, my trapezium area is half sum of parallel sides multiplied by the height. My parallel side this is 10. This is another parallel side which is V. The distance between both of them is 70 minus 30 is 40, which is basically the height of the trapezium. In this case, the triangle, the base is 120 minus 70 and the height is V. Let's apply the formulas here. Area is written as 30 times 10, which is the rectangle area, plus half sum of parallel sides. Sum of parallel sides are 10 plus capital V multiplied by the height. My height is 70 minus 30. Plus area of the triangle. Area of the triangle is half. Base is 120 minus of 70 and the height is V. This area is equal to 2750, which is equals to 300 plus half of 10 plus V. 70 minus 30 is 40 plus half. 120 minus 70 is 50 multiplied by capital V. 2750 is equal to 300 plus this 2 will got cancelled with 40 and it will be 20 here. That will be 20 multiplied by 10 plus capital V plus this 2 will got cancelled with 50 and this will be 25 here, which is equals to 25 V. 2750 is equal to 300 plus open the bracket here, it will be 200 plus 20 V plus 25V. 2750 is equal to 300 plus 200 is 500 plus 20V plus 25V is 45V. If you move this 500 on left hand side, that will be equal to 45V is equal to 2750 minus of 500. 45V is equal to, if you subtract it, your answer will be 2250. Capital V is equal to 2250 over 45. If you divide it, your answer will be equal to 50 meter per second. That will be your answer for the velocity. Let's see the next question here. Find the acceleration of the particle for t greater than 70 and less than 120. Let's see the diagram here. T is equal to 70 and t is equal to 120. This is my acceleration. Basically, this acceleration is deceleration here. I will write down the coordinates of this point and coordinates of this point because the slope is going to give me the acceleration in the velocity time graph. So, this coordinates are 70 and capital V. Capital V was 50. So, this coordinate is 70 and 50. This coordinate is 120, 0. Let's find out the slope of this line here. My two coordinates are 70, 50, 120, 0. Slope, acceleration. This is given as y2 minus y1 over of x2 minus of x1. which is equals to minus 50 over 50, which is equals to negative 1 meter per second square. That is my answer for acceleration. Let's see the next part here. A different particle moves in a straight line such that its velocity v meter per second t seconds after leaving a fixed point O is given by v is equal to t bracket t square plus 5 raised to the power half. Find the exact acceleration of the particle when time is equal to 2. I know that acceleration is basically differentiation of the velocity. Let's differentiate the velocity here. Acceleration is given by dv by dt, d by dt of v. My v is t bracket of t square plus 5 raised to the power half. Let's differentiate by the part method here. First function, differentiation of second function plus second function as it is, differentiation of first function. Let's do it here. That will be equal to t bracket. This will be considered as x to the power half. X to the power half is half t square plus 5 raised to the power half minus 1. I need to differentiate x also, which has t square plus 5. If I differentiate that, my answer will be 2t. Let's multiply that with 2t only. Close the bracket. Plus t square plus 5 raised to the power half. Differentiation of t in terms of t is equal to 1. This is equal to 2 got cancelled from here. T multiplied by t is t square bracket of t square plus 5 raised to the power minus half plus t square plus 5 raised to the power half. I need to make the power positive here first. T square divided by t square plus 5 raised to the power half plus t square plus 5 raised to the power half. I need to find out the acceleration at t is equal to 2. Let's substitute the value of t is equal to 2 here. 2 square over 2 square plus 5 raised to the power half plus 2 square plus 5 raised to the power half. I need to solve that here. That will be equal to 4 over 4 plus 5 raised to the power half plus 4 plus 5 raised to the power half, which is equals to 4 divided by 9 raised to the power half plus 9 raised to the power half, which is equals to 4 by 3 plus 3. If you take the LCM here, that will be 4 plus 9 by 3, which is equals to 13 by 3. My value for acceleration at t is equal to 2 is 13 by 3 meter per second square. That will be my answer. Let's see the next part here. Explain why the particle does not change the direction for t greater than 0. As we know that the particle changes direction only when its velocity changes the sign. If you see the velocity here, velocity is given as t bracket t square plus 5 raised to the power half. My t value is greater than 0. If I take any value like positive value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or till infinity, all the values will give you the positive answer. That means my velocity is always positive. If my velocity is always positive, then it will not change the direction. So there will be no change in direction. There is no change of sign of v, as v is always positive. So there is no change in direction. That's how you can solve your question. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment down below. Bye bye everyone.